Welcome to another edition of the Doer's Digest.
You know the feeling, right? That gut punch when a criticism, a rumor, or just a flat-out attack comes your way. It feels personal. It hurts, and your first instinct, everybody's first instinct, is to fight back, to set the record straight, to defend your honor. But here's a question. What if the most powerful move isn't to fight back at all? What if real strength looks a lot more like restraint? To really get our heads around this, we're going to look at our anchor text for this Doer's Digest, 2 Samuel chapter 16. And the scene here is, well, it's about as bad as it gets. We see King David, but he's not in his palace surrounded by admirers. He's on the run. His own son has just led a rebellion and kicked him out of town. His power is gone, his name is mud, and he's literally fleeing for his life. This is David at his absolute lowest. So, as if things weren't bad enough, while David is walking, this guy named Shimei starts following him. And he's not just heckling, he's throwing stones and screaming curses, just publicly humiliating him. David's top general, Abishai, he's had enough. He's furious. And he basically says, "King, just give me the word and I'll take care of this guy." You can feel his protective rage, right? But David, he stops him. He says, "No, let him alone." And David's reasoning here is just, wow, it's fascinating. He looks at his general and basically says, "Listen, my own son, my own flesh and blood is trying to kill me right now. So compared to that, what are a few curses from this guy?" He completely reframes the whole situation. He's not seeing this as just some random jerk attacking him. He's looking at it through a much bigger lens, as if maybe this is part of a larger story he doesn't fully understand yet. Now that isn't weakness. That's a radical, powerful shift in perspective. And that's the key, isn't it? David's choice wasn't passive. It was a strategy. He knew that lashing out in anger would just pour gasoline on the fire. It would get him dragged down into the mud and maybe even corrupt his own character in the process. He made a deliberate choice to protect his future, his long-term integrity, over the cheap, short-term satisfaction of getting even. So how did he do it? How did David manage to stay so steady when his whole world was crumbling? Well, it wasn't just raw willpower. His stability was built on a foundation of a few core beliefs. Let's break down the 3 truths he was holding on to, truths that can become our anchors too when our reputation comes under fire. First up, a moment of humiliation forces you to answer a really important question. Who are you when the applause stops? When your public image gets shattered, what's left? You're forced to figure out what your identity is really built on. For David, it wasn't the crown on his head. It was his deep-seated covenant with God. And that's what held him together when everything else was stripped away. The second truth is huge, and honestly, it's a relief. When David told his general to stand down, he was making a powerful declaration. Vengeance isn't my job. He chose to trust that a higher power would ultimately bring about justice. And you know what that does? It frees you. It lifts the soul-crushing weight of carrying a grudge and plotting your revenge. You can actually move on with your life. And the final truth is all about simple wisdom. It's about managing your energy. Look, some attacks are just bait. They're designed to distract you, to drain you, to pull you off your mission. David was wise enough to see that. Choosing not to engage with every single provocation means you save your strength for the fights that actually matter, like protecting your family, leaving your team, and doing the work you were called to do. Okay, so understanding the principles is one thing. That's great, but we're doers, right? So how do we actually use this stuff in the heat of the moment? Let's build a practical, step-by-step playbook for when the stones start flying in your own life. Okay, let's walk through this, nice and simple. Step 1, pause. Seriously, just take a breath. It breaks that knee-jerk reaction. 2, name the wound privately. Don't blast your pain all over social media. Go to one trusted friend and say, "This hurts." 3, choose a public line, a simple, calm, non-defensive statement, and then you stick to it. 4, protect the vulnerable. Your first job isn't to win the fight, it's to make sure your team or your family doesn't become collateral damage. 5, keep records. If this has real-world consequences, document everything and talk to wise counsel. And finally, step 6, be patient. Trust that over the long haul, your character will speak way louder than their accusations ever could. Now, to make this even more real, let's actually arm ourselves with the words to use. Because let's be honest, when you're under pressure, sometimes your mind just goes blank. Having a script ready can be an absolute game changer.
What we have here are scripts for 3 different and very crucial conversations. To the person attacking you, a simple statement that sets a boundary without escalating. To that critical voice inside your own head, a powerful reminder of your true identity. and to your trusted friend a vulnerable, honest request for help. See, this isn't about winning an argument. It's about holding on to your dignity.
All right, so how does all this ancient wisdom actually play out in our world? Let's get super practical and apply this playbook to a few situations you've probably seen or maybe even been in. Okay, so picture this. A coworker calls you out and tries to shame you in a big meeting. Instead of fighting back right there, you calmly correct the one fact that needs correcting and say, let's talk about this offline. See the difference? Or a family member starts spreading a nasty rumor. Your first priority isn't the big dramatic showdown. It's protecting your kids from the chaos while you handle it quietly. And what about the online mob? You issue one calm, measured statement, and then you step away from the keyboard to get advice, refusing to get into a flame war in the comment section. So let's bring it all home. Why is this so incredibly important for you, the doer, the leader, the person trying to build something meaningful? Because if you're out there making a difference, you will face opposition. It's inevitable. People will throw stones in the boardroom, on the internet, maybe even at the family dinner table. And this right here is the ultimate payoff. Your mission is not to get dragged into every petty fight that comes your way. Your mission is to maintain your integrity and stay focused on what matters. Every single time you choose that quiet, dignified restraint over bitter retaliation, you are investing in your own future. You are preserving your character, your credibility, and your power to lead effectively tomorrow. Before we wrap up, let's just take a quiet moment to let all of this sink in. Let's ground these strategies in a moment of reflection and a simple prayer, asking for the strength to actually live this out. Lord, when stones are thrown and my name is scorned, give me the strength to remain calm and the wisdom to trust you for justice. Keep my heart steady, my hands from vengeance, and my eyes fixed on your faithful purposes. Amen. Thank you so much for joining this edition of the Doers Digest. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and turn on those notifications so you won't miss it when our next digest is released.